So, relief features of India. So, objectives of this lesson, we are going to learn in this lesson. So, about Himalayas, the Indo-Gangetic Plains, the Peninsular Plains, the Thar Desert, coastal plains, islands, eastern and western Ghats. So, first, we will discuss about the forming of Himalayas. So first, India was in the place of Gondwana land, and slowly after 200 billion years, so the Indian plate moved towards Eurasian plate. So when the Eurasian plate was touched by the Indian plate, so then the Himalayas are formed. So now if we take the about Himalayas, Himalayas are classified into three. So first one is Greater Himalayas, second one Lesser, Lower, Middle Himachal Himalayas, and third one is Shivalik Range. So first we'll see about what is the width and height of the Himalayas. So Himalayas consist range is from west to east. So the distance between about Himalayas is 2,400 kilometers. The width of the Himalayas, which is about 500 kilometers. So now we will see about the Greater Himalayas. This is the highest peak of the Himalayas. The elevation of these Himalayas is about 6,100 meters above sea level. The Greater Himalayas are composed with ice and snow. We find here glaciers. So what is the meaning of glaciers? The glaciers where the snow melts and it's the birth of rivers, the perennial rivers. The season also accumulate because of the Himalayas. So the melting of the ice is the source of perennial rivers. So second one is Lesser, Lower, Middle Himachal Himalayas. South Greater of Himalayas are known as Lesser Himalayas. This range of Himalayas mainly composed with highly compressed rocks. The height of these Himalayas range is 3,700 to 4,500 meters. The Lesser Himalayas consist of the famous valley of Kashmir, Kangra and Kulu in Himachal Pradesh. So the hill station is famous for like Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Raniket, etc. Shivalik Range. The third one is Shivalik Range. Most of the southern range of the Himalayas is known as Shivalik Himalayas. So it extends about 10 to 15 kilometers. Now we'll see the altitude varying between Himalayas 19 to and 110 meters. This is called with the different in different regions. Jammu region, Jammu Hills, and Arunachal Pradesh, Mishmi Hills, and Assam, Kachir. So the eastern boundary of the Himalayas is known as the Brahmaputra Valley. Arunachal Pradesh beyond the Dihang Valley. The discussion is about the discussion is known as Purvanchal. These composed with the sedimentary and stones. So they are known. The forming of the sedimentary and stones is known as the Purvanchal. So Patkai Hills and Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills and Mizo Hills. Himalayas plays an important key role about monsoon in India. Because of Himalayas only we are getting the different types of monsoon. There are three types of monsoon in India. So the Himalayan rivers have perennial rivers flow. These are the fed by the glaciers and bring lot of water in these rivers. So these rivers, the plain of these rivers is very fertile. So now we'll be going to discuss next feature, that is the Indo-Gangetic Plains. So the interaction of these Himalayas river, Indus, Ganges, Ganga, Brahmaputra. So the meaning of Brahmaputra is Brahma means Lord Brahma and Putra means son. So along with the tribunal rivers, northern plates were formed because of these three perennial rivers, and also the tribunal rivers of these rivers form the Indo-Gangetic Plains. So the Indo-Gangetic Plains broadly consist of three divisions. The first one is western part, second one is the central part, third one is the eastern part. So now we'll see about the western part. The western part was formed by the western part was formed by the Indus and its tribunal rivers. So these rivers, they are Jhelum, Chenab, the Ravi, the Beas, the Satluj. Because of these five rivers of tribunal of Indus, so they form the western part of Indo-Gangetic Plains, flowing from Himalayas. These rivers flow from Himalayas. So these are the tributary rivers of Indus. So most of the Indus river flow in the region of Pakistan, major portion of Punjab and Haryana plains in India. So 20% of Indus river flows in India and 80% flows in Pakistan. So the features dominate the fertile land between the two rivers. So next one is central part. The central part is known as the Gangetic Plains. It extends from the rivers of Gagar to Tista. So it is spread in the state Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and partly Haryana, Jharkhand and West Bengal. Ganga and Yamuna, their tributaries, Soni, Kosi, etc. drain the eastern part. The eastern part mostly exists in the Brahmaputra Valley of Assam, and the river and Brahmaputra is responsible for formation. The flowing of the Himalayan rivers down deposit gravel and pebbles, sediments in narrow belt of 8 to 16 kilometers, which is found shivalics. So this feature is known as Babar, where the Himalayas deposit the gravel and sediments is known as the Babar. So small rivers and stream flow underground to Babar and reappear in lower areas, and from swampy and marshy region is called Teri. So where these rivers flow from the underground and appear, so that place is called Terai. So Terai zone is used for agricultural production. So where this water is overcomes, so there they use agriculture production purpose. So fine alluvial soil is found towards south of the Terai region. So next is the peninsular plateau. So the Indian plate is peninsular plates. So it is surrounded by the sea of three sides of India. So therefore it is called peninsular plate. It is composed of the crystalline, hard, igneous and metamorphic. So large metallic and non-metallic minerals found here. The peninsular plates consist of two broad divisions, namely the Central Highlands, Malwa plates and Deccan plateau. So the Malwa plates on the western side, and towards the east there is the Chota Nagpur plateaus. The river are not perennial rivers because these rivers are completely depend on only rainfall. They do not flow throughout the year. So whenever there is rain, then only in this river water flow. Therefore they are not perennial rivers. Therefore they are called as peninsular rivers. So Chota Nagpur plate is rich in mineral. We find in Chota Nagpur plateau, so number of mineral and resources. So the Narmada triangle is called Deccan Plateau. The Western Ghats is continuous with a few passes as the gateways to coastal plains. The Western Ghats extends for 1600 kilometers. The Nilagiri joins the Western Ghats and they rise to over a height of about 2000 meters. So, the famous hill station in Western Ghats is Ogamandala, popularly known as Ooty. So, is located in Nilagiri Dora Beta. So, this is about 2637 meters, its highest peak. So, the Western Ghats include the Palani, Tamil Nadu, Annamalai, Kadmam, Kerala hills. Hanaimudi, the height is 2695 meters. Next is third desert. So this is one of the important. So the third desert is located leeward side of alluvial sand, receives less rainfall ranging 100 to 150 millimeter per year. It consists of sandy and outcrop. It occupies western Rajasthan. So we see the third desert in Rajasthan state. In this desert, we see only one river that is also appears during the rainy season. After rainy season, the river disappears. The river name is Luni. So this river never flows to never discharges its water to any sea. Rather, it disappears in this desert itself. Next one is the coastal plains. The southern part of peninsula bordered by the coastal strips along with the Arabian Sea and the West Bay of Bengal of the east. So east side, west side we find Arabian Sea, west side we find Bay of Bengal. The western coast starts from Ran of Kutch and ends Kanyakumari. It can be divided into three parts. The western Bay of Bengal is called three parts. First one is Konkan coast. This is the northern part. It includes Maharashtra and Goa. Canara coast. This is the middle part of. It includes coastal plains of Karnataka. Malabar coast, this is the southern part, mostly in the state of Kerala. So, Bay of Bengal has the large space structure. It has different names in different states. So, in Odisha to Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu, these plains are formed by rivers Mahanandi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, and these deltas are very fertile. These plains are known as different names in different places locally. Utkal coast in Odisha, Sarkar coast in Andhra Pradesh, it is also called Andhra Pradesh coast, Coromandel coast in Tamil Nadu. So these plains are also very useful for agriculture purpose, like useful of Indo-Gangetic plain. So coastal zones also enables rich fishing resources. Lake Chilka in Odisha, Kolleru and Pulicat in Andhra Pradesh. So the islands. There are two types of islands in Indian relief features. Andaman, Nicobar Islands stretched in Bay of Bengal, Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Narkondam and Barren Islands are volcanic virgin. So the southern part of Nicobar is called Indira Point, which was found in the year 2004 in tsunami. Lakshadweep Islands are famous or of coral virgin. So its area is 32 kilometers. These are famous for great variety of flora and fauna.
Oi.